Starmen Podcast.
Hello and welcome to a Starmen Let's Look At. I'm your host Devin. With me is Cody and David.
Hey everyone!
Greetings to everyone!
And guys, we're going to look at the N64 this time.
Get in or get out. I think that was one of their
I
slogans.
think so. So, this was a popular console. I can't recall anyone not owning this.
Well, it had a somewhat good run.
Alright, let's get talking sales first, because that seems to be the topic of this. So, launch! You couldn't stock the thing.
Yeah.
And that lasted for a good couple of months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then, it started to peter off and die.
Yeah. Started strong, ended badly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I guess is to be expected.
I mean, it was a great console. It just had one overglaring flaw that we will all point at for the whole course of this show.
Yep.
Yeah.
But let's look at this. First of all, what was the original project name of this?
Project Reality.
Yep.
Interesting.
And then we got switched to N64, but the name came from an Earthbound.
Oh, originally it was going to be called Ultra 64, but the creator of Earthbound decided just to mix two names together, the N and the 64, because that was the processing unit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Alright, so we've had the Ultra Nintendo.
Yeah. Pretty much, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've been Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Ultra Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then where do you go from there?
Is that Galactic?
Yeah.
Mega duper Nintendo.
The Super Duper Nintendo.
God damn it.
The Unstoppable.
The Revolution.
The Juggernaut.
Just give us your money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just give us your money, part 2.
Anyways, so this was the first system to really adapt into a 4 multiplayer tab.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there were accessories for the Super that did this, but
Yeah.
this one, like, really, it had it built in, and it really tried to focus on games that had this ability.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty cool.
Which
Well, since it didn't have as much slowdown as previous ones,
yeah.
that helped. But it did help make it a party system.
Oh, yeah, no. This was the start of the party system.
Yep.
This is where you got your Mario parties, your Smash, Mario Kart, Wave Racer. There were so many just, hey, you got 4 friends over? Play some Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty good use for them.
I heard it had some good wrestling games on it.
Decent ones.
Alright. Well, decent's better than bad.
Yeah. I'm sure Billy would have loved to attest to that. Say that they were pretty good, but he's not here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I just don't recall the other systems having wrestling games or memorable ones.
PlayStation had like SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh. I'm not much of a wrestler, folks. So
No.
I would know.
I only knew that because I owned the game and I actually loved it over any of the other wrestling games I had.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. You got to kind of name your finisher, but like it was still just a generic finisher.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
So yeah, it had party games. It had the flagship games. It had a Mario, Zelda. That's about it. A Donkey Kong.
I put that more in Rare's basket than.
Yeah, the Nintendo's at that point.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't start off with many. Just Mario 64, Pilot Wing 64, and a Japanese exclusive of Japanese chess.
Ah,
That's
That's not a strong lineup, but
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, there was Shadows of the Empire, but that came later, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got your Mario 64, your Mario Karts, the Zeldas you said, Star Fox.
oh yeah, Star Fox was 64. I forgot that one.
Yep.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yep,
Rare. Yes.
another rare game.
The Banjo Kazooies.
Another rare game.
The Jet Force Jiminy's.
Another rare game.
Jesus Christ.
Rare was making the games for this system.
Yep.
Yep.
It and Nintendo were saving it.
Yeah,
Harvest Moon 64.
that's a HAL one, isn't it? No,
No.
Natsumi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's
Yeah.
Natsumi.
Yeah.
Kirby 64.
Oh yeah.
Turok.
Yeah.
Yep. Acclaim, I believe.
Anyways, we could go on and on,
Yeah.
but we'd have to name what 298 games.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So the library was short under 300,
Yeah.
which compared to its competition was not even half of what the Sega Saturn was offering,
Oh
No.
jeez.
and very minuscule compared to the PlayStation's over 1,000.
Yeah, the problem there was Nintendo was trying to do its quality over quantity approach,
Yeah.
which turns out doesn't work with gamers.
Not overly. Like, this is why it sold well, but then petered off.
Yeah.
It's like,
We want a bunch of games to be able to play. Well, you only get this many.
well, no. We're gonna go to the other guys then.
Well, between that and the. Well, that's what we said. Discs are just easier to program.
Yeah.
And much cheaper. And quicker to program.
And larger space on them.
Not at that era. They weren't that
Okay.
big, but
Yeah.
Dave had more of the right idea. They're quicker, cheaper, and easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, like, why Nintendo did not want to put a disc drive in the N64 was kind of what killed it.
Yeah.
I kind of read why they didn't go with discs.
Wasn't that they're afraid of piracy?
I think so.
Well, there was that, probably that, but cartridges also, some of them didn't have, load times were reduced on cartridges apparently, from what I read.
Oh yeah, like shorter load times on a cartridge
Yeah.
as compared to a CD, but
Yeah.
turns out that doesn't matter either.
No, apparently gamers can sit and wait for a game.
We have no concept of time apparently.
No. Load time, that's time for me to take a drink and eat a snack.
Yeah.
Gear up for the next challenge.
Yep.
But, and then there were so many accessories for this. Well,
Yeah.
not really, but
Well, the two most infamous would be the Rumble Pack, the Transfer Pack, and of course the memory cards.
okay. What's the transfer pack?
That's mostly for Pokemon.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's for you put the Pokemon game in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that's called.
Some other games used it, but it was primarily a Pokemon one.
Yeah. Then it also had its own version of a power glove.
No way.
Yes way.
Really?
Oh, this I got here.
So, this was so sad for it because it's like, hey, we released a power glove. No one cared. That's why you don't even hear about it.
Wow.
That's very sad.
That is very sad. That's like the kid who made a macaroni drawing and his parents not paying attention. Look what I made! That's nice.
Then go look and see the kitchen destroyed. It's like, oh my god, what did you do?
Stories from Cody's real life. So, that aside, yeah, the Power Glove was not a thing. It also had an expansion pack for very select games.
Yeah. Like 3. Other games use it for high def, but
So, what was this expansion pack?
You popped open the console, removed the original part,
yeah.
and plugged in this expansion pack to it to power up the system.
With 4 extra megabytes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you could play Donkey Kong, Majora's Mask, and I can never remember the third one.
Yeah, me neither.
Third one, no one cared.
Yeah.
So, I heard of another one.
Huh?
64DD.
This was the disk drive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This was their last attempt to save it. Was let's actually make a disk drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as far as I know, they only released it in Japan.
With 9 games.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't care.
Yeah.
Well, it was more like too little too late.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a little too late.
Yeah. And it did help it popped up in 1999.
So the other thing about this system was the controller was kind of scary to look at.
Yes, it was.
Just to look at? I
Well,
couldn't hold this damn thing.
It took some getting used to.
it did. Eventually, you'd find a comfort hold.
Yeah.
And if a game required you to break that hold, then you are not playing that game.
Yeah.
But just a little bit of a story. I was worried about this being the future of video games because an introduction to the 3D realm and that controller did not help secure my I might be a gamer for a little while longer. I was more thinking I might be stopping gaming.
It was that bad.
It was that bad. It was one I couldn't get my head wrapped around the 3D
Right.
plane, and at that time that was a clunky experience to begin with.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Mixed with the loosest joystick I think I've ever held,
Ew.
and yeah, just the weirdest controller I think I ever held. So,
No argument there.
so wasn't really winning me over. I changed that later because it again had really good games launched on it,
Yeah.
especially if you were a Nintendo fan to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true.
Or rare.
Yeah.
Conker's Bad Fur Day is still considered a classic.
It really is. Hard as balls, but it's a good game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then even Pokemon Snap, people are clamoring for a new one.
Didn't we get that?
We got an announcement for a new one. It hasn't been
Oh.
released yet. So
Yeah, you're
we
right.
Don't know. Hopefully they don't pull the plug on it.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of can't wait for it. And like your Mario, Kirby, and Zelda. Zelda is still considered
Oh yeah.
one of the higher, best Zelda games.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it took long enough to come out. I remember that thing being advertised for a while.
Yeah.
Holy crone.
Did it have any Mega Man games? I can't remember.
Mega Man Legends or Mega Man 64.
Yeah.
Ah. Right.
Which was a port of the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Not a bad game, though.
Not a bad game. It's just, unfortunately, if you want to play the second one, you need to go get PlayStation.
Yeah.
Ah. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Capcom didn't try to dip its feet into that until near the end.
Yeah.
What with that and Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. When that came to 64, I was like, really?
And one of those that had to be on every system at some point.
Yep.
That is true.
We need more Leon.
Yeah. This is with the Resident Evil Leon games being the horrors of the series.
I do not know.
Because 2 and 4 always strike me as the ones that were horrid out to everyone.
Yep.
And apparently they star Leon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, he's also in 6, but no one talks about that one.
No. Yes. What was the lifespan of the N64?
Oh, it lasted until 2000. I think this is 2000.
I thought it was 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2002. Sorry.
And it came out in 1996?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
In September.
Yep, in the fall of 1996. So, 6 years.
That's all right.
Yeah, not horrible.
And you know, the reason it really fell out of favor is because the GameCube came out 2001
Yeah.
and really
Yeah.
showed its superiority over its predecessor.
Yep.
Yep.
Which they definitely needed in Japan.
Yeah.
It sold very poorly in Japan. It lost to the Saturn.
Ooh. Ouch.
That's how behind it was there.
Oof. The system that you couldn't keep in stock lost to the Saturn.
Yep.
That's sad.
Ouch. Ain't good.
It was a weird transition system for Nintendo, and that's. I think they just didn't know what they were doing with it.
No. Like, it had so few, like, actual accessories for it. Because what are you gonna make for it?
That controller was wacky enough.
Yeah. I think the point of the controller was it's supposed to be every accessory.
Yeah.
It failed.
Yeah. I mean, again, their quality over quantity hurt them, but
Yeah,
in the same way, kind of saved it.
Yeah.
it's true.
Especially for those with not much money and can only get a select few.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I've always wished I had owned one back then,
Yeah.
but my experience with it was through a rental.
Ah, yeah, good old rent-a-systems.
Yep. 2 days. And it came in a briefcase.
Yep.
I'm like, huh. Cool. Briefcase console.
Yeah, I remember that when I rented a PlayStation. Regretted that.
Yeah. Never really rented a console. If I was going to use a console, I was going to buy it or borrow it off a friend.
Ah.
Yeah, and renting consoles was pricey.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
Good job.
I like how I got my current N64 just because Curtis had a spare one that he just, yeah, you can take it.
Nice.
I think he had 3 just kicking around at one point.
Holy.
Jeez. Like, haven't the games become, like, ridiculously pricey now?
Some have, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's to be expected of
Old.
certain old games, yes.
Yeah.
So, just going to finish this off with any fond memories of the N64 you guys have.
Well, for me, it was fun playing Mario and Zelda and some of the rare ones.
Yeah.
But I did miss the RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this thing had a notorious lack of RPG games,
Yeah.
which,
Yeah.
if you're an RPG fan, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I had quite a few fond memories playing GoldenEye with my cousin.
Smash here. Like, the first time I ever heard Smash, I thought the person telling me Smash existed was on drugs or something. It's like, yeah, there's a game that Nintendo released where you can have Zelda or Link beat up freaking Mario. I was like, Nintendo would not do that.
And then you go look and you're like,
Nintendo did that.
How about the commercial?
Oh, yes, the commercial. We've talked about this before, but that commercial sells it too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen this commercial.
It's where Mario, Yoshi, Pikachu, and Donkey Kong are skipping down a field.
And Mario just trips Yoshi out of nowhere.
Like, viciously out of nowhere.
Like, it's more like he kicks his leg.
Yeah.
So basically, it all goes to hell.
Yeah, and then they just start brawling with each other.
Yeah. I recall
Nice.
Pikachu being chucked around like a ball.
Yeah, Donkey Kong had Pikachu by the tail and was
Yeah.
swinging him around.
Oh God. Oh God.
And then I love the Kirby 64 commercial too. The pet shop.
Oh, right. Destruction.
Bomberman.
Oh, the Bomberman games on that are horrible. I'm sorry for anyone who likes the Bomberman series, but
They were horrible. Like, I remember playing that and being like, what the hell?
like there's one that's just insanely hard and terrible, and there's one that's like, okay, this is decent for a Bomberman game.
You know, I'm sorry, I gotta do it. Superman.
Yeah, well, I guess we couldn't have gotten the episode where we were talking about Superman 64 and its spectacular failure.
Nope. Fly through rings.
It had a lot of problems, both inside and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, I saw a video once of somebody playing golf with the cartridge.
Yeah?
I'm like, oh, this game is really hated. I actually played it. I'm sad. I'm really sad.
Okay, we don't need to go to a therapy session.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say I never had the dishonor of playing that game.
Yeah,
You're
me
lucky.
neither.
But with that, guys, that's all the time we really have for this episode.
Alright.
So, any final thoughts before we close out?
It was a good effort.
Yeah,
David gives it an E for effort.
Yeah.
yeah, good effort. Didn't really hit the mark.
I'm going to disagree with you guys. I'm going to say it did very well for what they were working with. It's just, it made a lot of bad calls that killed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah, very fair.
Until next time, I'm Devin.
I'm Cody. Peace out.
I'm David. See you later.
Have a good one, guys.